Hello, good morning, happy Thursday, everybody. We are here with Miss Cindy Frizelle from Military
Yay.
Moms.
Welcome,
So much
Cindy.
to talk about. I mean, I feel like we've already had so many amazing conversations, but now we get to deal with you guys.
Great.
So hopefully you guys are joining us live. If you have any questions, don't feel free to holler and, send us a little message, and Jeff will let us know.
Yeah, put it in the chat.
Yes. Welcome, Miss Cindy.
Thank you, Christy.
How are
It's
you
great to be
today?
here. Oh, great. I'm glad to be here today.
We
Thank
are
you.
so happy for you to be here also. I want to start a little bit about yourself because, of course, we have a lot to talk about with
Yes.
military moms. But we talked a little bit earlier, if we could talk maybe about your daughter, your grandkids, tell us a little bit about all that.
Well, I've lived here for about 22 years now, and I was an RN for about 50 years.
50 years?
Yeah, I know. Crazy. Back on the East Coast. I came from Massachusetts, so lived in California most of the time until we moved here. Have 4 grandkids. And, they're kind of all over, but I have 2 of them and a stepdaughter that's actually moving back to Bullhead,
Very
Fort Mojave
exciting.
area, and in a couple weeks. I have a granddaughter in Virginia who's going through the nursing program.
Following Grandma's footsteps.
Yeah. And I have a grandson who's still in high school.
Aw.
So, yeah, in California. So,
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So you
So-
keep busy.
very busy. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
for sure, visiting
Yeah.
everyone. We talked about that you're going on vacation.
Oh, I know. I'm going to get out of the heat for a little bit.
Lucky you.
But the humidity will be interesting. Back to Massachusetts and hopefully to Maine, which will be nice, and then hopefully Virginia too. So
Very
for now,
nice.
yeah.
So basically, in the month of August, Military Moms goes dark, and you get to have a little time to yourself and go visit
Right.
family, which is nice.
Yeah, July and August we take out because a lot of people do leave for the summer.
Yeah.
And it is hard to do a lot of outdoors things, so we do try and take some time off. But
That's good.
we don't stop doing everything. We just try and stop doing the major things that we usually do. So.
Very nice. We did see I saw some pictures on your Facebook that you guys took. You guys, as a group, you went to the wineries in Kingman.
Yeah.
You said that was wonderful.
That was fun. I've lived here all this time, never knew there was wineries in Kingman. It's like, okay. So we had a
Who
great
knew,
time.
huh?
We said we'll do like a little outing and get some people together and have a Sunday afternoon. And we went to Stetson Winery, and it's amazing out there. It's
I'm
like-
gonna
it
have
was
to
fun.
check it out.
Yeah, you'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
It was
And
really
you were saying
fun.
there's 3 separate ones
There's
out
3.
there now.
We didn't get to the other 2, but one of the groups actually went to another one in error, but they had a great time. So
Yes.
it was fun. It was really a lot of fun. I think you should do it, and people should try it. It's a great thing if you have visitors coming from out of town. That's a great place to take them.
Yeah, Jeff, we're gonna have to do a community spotlight per Cindy.
Yes, I think so too. I agree.
A little wine tasting never hurt
Hey,
anybody.
yeah, on the clock.
great.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to work with that.
Yes. Well, let's get right into, you have your own American heroes and
Yes.
kind of started your whole military mom.
Yes, yes. Actually, we started shortly after 9/11. And actually, I answered an ad from Cheryl Salas, who lives in Needles. She currently works for the city. And she said, we should start something because our kids are getting deployed. So I applied to this little program. We started with 8 moms
Oh, wow.
and a kitchen in Needles. And all our kids started getting deployed, and so that's kind of how this whole thing started. We thought, well, this isn't going to last very long. Well, it has lasted a long time.
Yeah.
So our kids have come and gone, and my son was deployed the first time in 2001 to Afghanistan, and he was a Marine, and then he's also been in Iraq. But we've had our kids come in and out. They sometimes they're their career, sometimes they just stay in for the 3 or 4 years that they sign up for. But I figured I better keep doing this because it's important to keep our military active and alive, and
Yes.
that people know about them. So
Yes.
yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. Your husband was also in the military.
My husband was a Marine in Vietnam.
Wow.
So it was interesting because he really didn't talk about it, and he was kind of a little bit embarrassed about it. But when our son went into the Marine Corps, he started getting
The proud dad.
The proud
came out
dad
of
thing came out again, and so he was very, very helpful in helping us with this as well. So I actually belong to the Colorado River Chapter 1st Marine Division, which he started with them as well, and I work with them as their secretary.
Wow.
So
you are intertwined all
all over
way
the
around.
place. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, when you think about military moms, you definitely, I think from a lot of people, the banners just pop in your head.
Mm-hmm.
It's just amazing to see. I'm sure it takes a lot of time.
It does. It does. But, I have to say, Jack Hagum was the person who got this started with us. I mean, we had the idea, took it to him, and he basically ran with it. So this was wonderful. We thought, we'll only have about 15 banners up, and now we have 180.
Oh, my gosh.
And I have a waiting list for November.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and I get calls from all over the country saying, how did you do this? How did you get this program started? What did you do? Especially since ours is on an Arizona highway.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting because we had to involve ADOT. But I have to say that Jack was the one that made this happen.
He did all the footwork.
So he really did. So I'm working now with a group in New Mexico who is trying to do the same thing. And they're having some issues with their city and things like that. So we kind of help each other out.
Isn't it weird to think that, you have to jump through so many hoops to have such an amazing thing happen?
It was funny because about 3 years ago, it was before COVID, we lost like 100 banners during a microburst.
The windstorm.
Oh, yeah.
One windstorm,
and I thought, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah,
this is
stressful.
just within a couple of days, we had people donating, and I had to turn people away.
Oh.
Because I had so much money coming in
Oh.
to put these back up
up.
because we don't charge families for these. So it does cost us money.
Yeah.
The city does it for nothing to install them. But it does the products and the time and things like that. So, but people said, no, don't let it go. Don't let it go. So I go, okay.
Okay. If you're in it with me, we're doing this.
Yeah. So,
so that is wonderful that you talk about the community. I mean, obviously the community is a big part of what you do.
So responsive to us. And the Aquarius was actually one of the biggest promoters of us with Sean Hammond, and I'm so upset
We're
that
gonna
he's
miss
gone.
you.
Oh
I know.
My gosh, I know. But he is such a promoter of us and veterans in general, and just community in general. So he was so wonderful to us. A lot of the red shirt programs that he did, he let us do a lot so that we could raise funds for these. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the red shirts.
Okay. Well, we started with just a few. I ordered a few because we designed them ourselves, and we just decided that maybe we would start selling a few and make a little bit of money. Better than bake sales, which we used to do.
Exhausting.
Yeah,
That's a lot of work.
Who wants to sit in front of the grocery store anymore?
Well, we used to, when I worked at Warm C, we used to do bake sales there.
Oh,
and we would
sell it throughout the hospital.
And I thought, oh, this is kind of cool. We could make $800 on a bake sale. Oh, no, this is much better. And less energy.
Less energy.
Yeah. So we do our red shirts, and a lot of them are sold at the VFW.
Okay.
A lot of people buy them there because I think they give them like $1 drink on Fridays if they wear a red shirt or something like that. So I usually leave a bunch down there, and then people call me, and we just have tried to keep some in stock. My garage is full of them. So it's fun, though, because it's not necessarily the money, which we do like to promote our programs, but just getting those people to wear red shirts on Friday and just focusing on our military and thinking about them. That, to me, is the most important thing. So.
Agreed. Tony, our GM, we've actually had Red Shirt Fridays for quite some time,
awesome.
and that it goes to our veterans, and some of our employees being like, "Hey, I want you to turn around.
Oops,
come
I think
this
I have
way."
to come this way.
Yeah.
You stay right in front of the chair. There it is.
Okay.
How
The
about
back
that?
of it is probably the most because it's so colorful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because a lot of the shirts that you see, like with the casinos or whatever, they have their logos on them.
Yeah.
But these, to me, are really important with
now
all
we'll show
all
the
colors.
pictures of you girls wearing the shirts.
Okay.
How's that?
All right. Oh, yeah. This was our recent. We did a fundraiser on July 4th right outside the Aquarius. And we did it from about 3 to 7. And it was great. People came by, bought lots of shirts, and we gave out little flags to the kids especially, and we had those cool ties too that we gave to a lot of people, and oh my gosh, they were very appreciative of that.
They love them.
Yeah, so that was a fun thing. And it was good to, to get together and just to kind of support one another and to have conversations that we don't normally have when we're packaging or something like that.
Right,
Just and to be outside and get to talk to other people.
It was a little warm, but not horribly warm that day. So
I hope you were wearing the cool towel.
Actually, I totally forgot about it, but we were fine. But the Aquarius, they gave us cold drinks, they set up tables, they set up everything for us, so it was very pleasant.
That's wonderful.
It makes it easier.
What other pictures we got up there,
Well,
Jeff?
let's show you. We have, we'll let her talk about them too, here.
Oh, this is this is a group of Marines in Japan that we sent a whole bunch of boxes to. They're out of 29 Palms, California, which we have a lot of contacts there. And I kept thinking, gosh, couldn't you have dressed up for this? But they didn't.
Well, this is just down and dirty. That's how they dress.
I thought, but anyway, so they sent us this picture and tried to show us that, they appreciate everything. And we do get, little thank you notes, and not all the time, but and we don't really care. It's just as long as they get them and they don't get returned to me, the boxes don't get returned. Yeah.
So let's talk about the boxes.
Okay, so we do our true packaging, and we've been doing this. Well, we started in 2001, but we started with our own kids, and at that time, they didn't have flat rate. So each box was costing us about $30
to ship.
Is that this picture here that we're looking at?
Yes. This was our recent one on June. We did this on June 14th, Flag Day, actually.
Okay.
This is a smaller group. We only did about 44 packages this time. Normally we do 60 to 90, just depending on, But what's happened is because of the Afghanistan withdrawal, not as many are there. So we do still have Iraq that we support. We have a USO that we've been doing that for like 5 years. We send them packages all the time. But most of them are going now to Europe, and a lot of them are in transition, so we didn't have a lot of addresses at the time that we did it. But we do our packaging at the VFW, and that particular day was great because we had a group of Boy Scouts there, Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. And the VFW Auxiliary, which I also belong to, they were doing flag folding and teaching them how to do that and teaching them about the flag. So it was kind of one big room that we were doing all this at the same time, and it was
very
great.
impactful for those children, I am sure.
It was very, very good. So our packaging, and that particular one, it's $20.45 to send a flat rate box. And we usually do, like I said, about 60 to 80.
Wow.
Our last time, I think it was about $1,200 that cost us for the mailing, and everything that we put inside, about $1,200 to $1,500 each packaging. So that's like every other month.
Wow.
Yeah.
And do you get donations for all those things?
We get donations. We have one lady who, gosh, she's moved away, and she gives us like $100 every month through PayPal. We get... I have a very nice gentleman named George Wolf. He lives in the Long Ridge. He was a Coast Guard veteran, and he gives us money all the time. He just gave us $500, and sweet guy. I went over and gave him a red shirt. And anyway, it's nice. And I'll just get checks in the mail, and I'll go, oh my gosh, this is so wonderful. And we try to make sure we thank everybody, send them a thank you card, because it's really important that we support those who support us.
That's right, yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
How about this one?
A thank you card goes a long way also.
My gosh. Oh, yeah. Well, this one, I wish we had more of these welcome homes, but this was Michael Kern, and his family lives in Bullhead. He came home from, I think it was either Afghanistan or Kuwait. I'm not exactly sure. We started doing these years ago when they had something called the Bullhead Patriots, I believe. They were from Bullhead, but when they left and went to Texas, Jack Hagum asked us if we could take the program over. So when the young men return from overseas deployment, we try to welcome them home and do a surprise.
Oh.
And that's why you don't see a lot on Facebook, because we don't want to let them know that it's coming.
Yeah.
But we usually have a police escort, and we get the Patriot Guard riders involved, and they go to the home of the young man or the woman. We've had several women, too. And they sort of kidnap them.
You're coming with us.
Yeah, then they bring them to the VFW, and we have a Circle of Freedom that we do outside singing God Bless the USA. We have speeches.
You're going to make me cry.
Oh, let me tell you, it's emotional, and we do cry. And then we go on stage. The mayor or council member is always there, gives them a key to the city. We have a big potluck after that. And then we pass the hat, and these kids get some money to spend around here. And it's really cool. Wonderful.
My goodness.
So that one was in December. That was the last one. We try not to do too many in the summer because the Patriot Guard riders on their motorcycles, it's tough on them.
Yeah, it's hot out there. How about this one?
Okay. This was the last banner retirement ceremony. And with our banners, and let's see, should I go over the banner program a little bit and tell you? Okay. So in the banner program, I kind of said we started that in about 2014. And they're all active duty military that is up on the highway.
Okay.
Well, when someone retires or is discharged, we take their banner down, and then we have a ceremony at the city council chambers, and that's twice a year, May and November. And we invite the families that had their service
Banners
members.
up.
Yeah.
And this is one of them right here, right?
Yeah. This is
He was proud.
Yeah. This is Tyson Pompos, and his dad was a sergeant major at 29 Palms in the Marine Corps, and they just moved here about a year ago. So I wanted to show that one because Tyson came home on leave, and he's only like 21 years old, just joined the Coast Guard,
kid, huh?
and having a great time doing this. So really very nice couple, and we're just happy to have them here.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. So our retirements, if they get the banner, they get a gift certificate and a certificate of appreciation from the city. And the last one, that picture was, we had Jesne Rivera, and she was actually one of the service members and was able to attend. Usually they can't because they're out of the area. But she was there, gave a little speech. Everyone was kind of teary-eyed. It was very emotional.
Yeah.
And, who always gets real emotional is Norma Brummett. When she comes to those city council meetings, she just says, her heart just sings, Yeah. So it's really a great thing for the families to be able to get the banner and get the recognition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Then we have this one.
Okay, that's our last one. We did this. This is the United States Marines Navy Corpsman Memorial that we have down at the Arizona Peninsula near the Eternal Flame. We started this project, I think it was in January of 2021. We worked with Mehdi Arzami, and we worked with the Colorado Chapter 1st Marine Division and Veterans United so that we could raise funds to do this project. I don't know if people know, but Dustin Burnett was one of our young men that was killed in Afghanistan in 2008. And he had a little bit of a memorial down at where Lazy Harry's is. And but it wasn't very much. And his mom, Debbie Knuckles, was one of the first people that came on board with us. We sent him off in March of 2008, and he was killed in June. So we've always wanted to do something special
bigger.
to not only recognize him, but all of the corpsmen that work with these Marines. It's amazing what they have to go through. So we finally said, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And we got this wonderful memorial established on the peninsula. It's beautiful.
It's really big. I don't know. Can you go back really quick,
sure.
Jeff? I mean, it's, these gentlemen are tall gentlemen, and it's very.
And we had a Marine
beautiful.
and a corpsman from his unit at 29 Palms come. We had an admiral from San Diego come. We had lieutenants. We had the commander from Tennessee come for the ceremony. It was on November 11th. And we had probably about 300 people there.
Wow.
So it was a wonderful, wonderful ceremony, and we're very proud. The bricks that are in front of it have all the names of the corpsmen who have been killed in Arizona from World War I. Up to the present time. So there's like 25 of those.
Wow.
So it's really amazing.
Yeah, we went and saw that live. We were. Both of us were kind of shocked.
I mean, I just got
touching.
Goosebumps as you talked about it, but the time that we spent down there it's just breathtaking.
It is.
I was at a loss for words.
Yeah. I mean, and Dave Heath was wonderful trying to help us get this through. But you know what? Nobody objects to these things because it's such a wonderful addition to our community.
Yeah.
To support
Agreed.
our veterans. Right. So.
Very cool.
Okay. Do you have something else? Let's see. No, we did Red Shirt fundraiser. Let me just talk a little bit about, if it's okay.
Yes, yes, please.
The Veterans Treatment Court.
Okay, yes.
That we participate in. This has been going on, I think it was 2017. So we opened up, we helped the program. It's through Nation's Finest, and they're down on Hancock, and they help veterans who are homeless or near homeless to get services and permanent housing. And so we work with them, and it sort of snowballed into a Veterans Treatment Court program where veterans who got into some trouble, usually it's drugs, alcohol, domestic violence, and they come into this program that we go to every 2 weeks down at the municipal court. And it's not just getting fined or going to jail. It's actually counseling and programs that they have to teach, work through. It takes them about 18 to 24 months.
Wow.
And then we have a graduation when they do finally go through all the phases. Military moms don't get terribly involved with each one of them because we're not paid providers.
Gotcha.
So what we do is we provide little gift bags every time that the court happens, and things, just snacks, and just as a thank you, we'll give them gift cards for graduation and things like that.
Nice.
But also if they are in need and if the program can't provide something, like if they get in trouble with rent or electricity, we can help provide those services to them as well.
That's wonderful. So you guys work really hand in hand to make sure that they can be successful through the program and outside of the program.
Absolutely. And that's for any veteran. I mean, we work with so many of the organizations that they'll call me and say, hey, this person doesn't qualify for any of the state programs. Can you help with the rent this month? Yes, we will do that. We go through a board and we see, what their financial situation is, and
where the need is and what needs to
provide
happen.
baby clothes or whatever the family needs. And if we can do it, we do. Transportation,
wonderful.
So we're kind of, we're small, but we can do a lot.
Yeah, so, very mighty, it sounds like.
Yeah, I think so.
If someone wanted to help donate, volunteer time, what is the best way to kind of follow you guys and figure out maybe what's needed, or how do we start?
Well, we work out of our home, so we do have a meeting every month. We meet at Chaparral on the first Wednesday of the month at 5:30. So we welcome service members' families. Actually, we try to keep it to the ladies because it's all a ladies group. We do have occasional men.
Some men sometimes come in.
They don't really.
Yeah.
They don't really.
They're not
get
fun
into
with the
this.
boxes and
fun.
stuff.
They'll help us do the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
So we meet with them, and we have usually, I would say, 12 to 20 ladies that show up.
That's
a
wonderful.
lot of them have kids in the service or their grandchildren are in the service. We have one lady. This is interesting. She started with us back in 2001 with her own son. Now she has a grandson that we support.
Aww.
So it's kind of like the years have gone by, but it's really fun to look at that. So we meet, we discuss what we're going to do for the month. We plan our packaging, we plan our events, things like that. And we have a Facebook page and we have a website. And it's just Tri-State Military Moms on the Facebook and TriStateMilitaryMoms.com website.
Okay.
There is a PayPal button on the website itself.
Okay.
And we have a P.O. box that is
listed on there, maybe.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know if you can. It's the P.O. box is 21694, and I don't think I brought a card for that. I have a card for you, but you can call me. My number's on my license plate, so you can call me anytime.
Listen, if you want to donate, you can find me.
A lot of people will. They'll call the VFW. They'll call the city to try and get a hold of me. Facebook and Messenger. It's great ways to just connect. And as far as donations, it's kind of hard to get a donation, an in-kind donation, as far as items, because we have a storage issue. We don't really have storage that, it's in my house.
Big bulk stuff. Yeah.
So we try to buy, for the products, every time we do the packaging, about 3 or 4 days of shopping that we do. Money's always welcome because we can buy what we need, and if there's any special requests.
Well, you even have a list. Do you want to go over just kind of the few items that go in these boxes?
So we usually try and do a food and a non-food box. And they love things that they can stick in their pockets. So like the beef jerky sticks and the tuna snacks, the trail mix packets, nutrition bars, coffee singles, hard candy, the little Jif peanut butter cups, cold drink mixes so they can throw them in their canteens, sweet and salty peanut snacks, gum, fruits, those little gummy snacks. And then we do have some little singles of like canned pasta and chili and fruit and things like that. Also, they really like hot sauce, but they have to be in plastic containers, so they're really hard to find.
Specific to buy.
Yeah, and cookies in tins because, believe me, I've seen stuff come back crushed.
Oh,
man.
Yeah. So, we don't really try and send crackers or anything because they get smashed. Top ramen. They love that. And cup of noodles, things like that.
Everyone loves that.
Yeah. And they can do amazing things with it. I don't know how they do that. But we did
they
have
make gourmet meals, don't they?
Yeah, we did have one
they make
group in Syria that they asked for some special cooking utensils because they didn't have anything to cook on.
Oh.
So I found something that you could just like boil water and put a pocket or a patch in there or some sort. Anyway, they said it was fine, so they didn't have any cooking utensils.
So you also get requests. I mean, you stay in communication with.
Yes, through Messenger, I get a lot of information. I work with one lady in Iraq in a USO, and she's constantly giving me feedback on what they need. We send them decorations for the holidays, things like. And then we also decorate the boxes for certain holidays. Valentine's Day. We usually do a stateside packaging, too, for the stateside kids because, you know what, they're still away from home.
Yeah.
So we try and keep them active and give them, and they get so surprised. It's stupid little things, but they love it.
Well, I'm sure they open it. It's like, opening a box
Christmas.
From your mom. Like, here's
Christmas.
all the snacks.
So in our non-food boxes, we usually have at least 6 to 8 women. So we try to send them some girly things, body washes, emery boards, cosmetic puffs, those kinds of things. We always send black military socks because
that's what
they need to keep their feet clean and dry. Razors, and then the non-aerosol shaving cream because you can't send aerosols in the boxes. And those are hard to find.
Yeah.
Flushable wipes. We always send flushable wipes, word cross books, small
something to keep
games,
them busy.
Yeah, cards. We get a lot of donations from the casinos with the playing cards. Chapsticks, AA batteries, deodorants, toothbrush kits, personal hygiene, car deodorizers. Sometimes we just get a special, request for. I remember sending one kid who wanted spaghetti and spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, he's craving it.
So sent him boxes of those.
Oh.
Yeah. But
Top ramen got old.
Yeah, they're usually really, they don't really ask for a lot.
Yeah.
They're just very humble, and anything they get, just send me anything. It's wonderful.
Oh.
Then they share, so
My gosh.
it's really cool.
It's cool.
So right now we have kids in Iraq, the Middle East, Syria, Germany, Japan, Latvia, Poland, Spain, Italy, and Africa.
Wow.
So
All
quite
over
a
the
few.
I feel like I'm
place.
going to cry right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's pretty
you
amazing.
you kind of look at those boxes and you think they're just going out to people, but that's really not the truth. The people that they're going out to, you guys get to communicate with or really make them personalized for them.
Yeah, and what's really great is we have, we work with the Scouts, we work with Malk a lot, and they do cards to them, and they write notes, and just putting that into the, I'm going to cry myself.
I'm sorry.
And we always include a letter, thanking them for their service, and if there's anything special we want to add, we try and keep them updated about what we're doing.
What's going on.
Yeah, and but the kids, when they put their little cards in or their little notes, it's so cute to watch them. It's just amazing.
They're probably so excited,
They
and then
are.
you know that
Yeah.
each
We have a Girl
soldier
Scout.
will be so excited.
We have a Girl Scout troop that we've been working with since they were little Daisy Scouts. They're like 5 years old, and now they're teenagers.
Oh, gosh.
And they come every year, and they help us
And they help.
package, and they put stuff in it. I know it's
So you get to, you're changing lives daily, weekly.
Yeah. And the moms, we'll have a new mom that has just gotten her kid deployed, and she's just like, I don't know what to do. So it's a real support system for them. We've been there, done that, so we kind of know what to tell them and what to look for and how to communicate with them and what the needs are. And it's just a good support group too.
It's a gift that keeps giving.
It does. It does.
I'm sure for you also, the rewards is so huge. I feel like you probably have this whole other family inside this military mom world.
Yeah, and it's funny because the kids sometimes they'll come back into town after they've been gone for 4 or 5 years, and you go, oh, you don't look anything like your banner. But
look at you, you've grown.
So we'll take them out. If we can't do a welcome home, we'll take them out to breakfast or lunch or dinner or something and meet with their families. And it's so nice to actually meet someone. I have someone that's coming back in September. I've been communicating with this guy in Germany for years.
Oh my gosh.
Can't wait till he comes back. And he's married now. And so it's like a whole new world. And so I'm really looking forward to meeting with him. So
is it almost like
cool.
an aunt or an uncle or a grandparent kind of? Like, hey.
It is. And sometimes, I always say, hey, if you know someone who doesn't get a package, please let me know. We'll send them a personal package. And that is so important because I hear all the time, these guys don't have anybody sending things to them. And it's just so traumatic to me to think that their families don't care that much. There was one letter we got from, and I don't even remember where, I think he was in Afghanistan, and this guy said he was working with a foreign national service member, and he couldn't communicate very well in English, and he says, so where do these come from? And he was trying to explain that this is a group in Bullhead City that sends us care packages. And he
started in needles.
He says, I can't believe that you would do that, that people would actually do things like that. We don't have anything like that in our country. So it spreads. The love spreads, and we do. It's love in every box. So
very cool.
Guys, I'm not even sure what to say.
I know. Yeah.
Love in every box. I'm sorry.
It's emotional. I get it.
It is. It is emotional, and it's a lot of work, but it's so worthwhile when you get that little note back, and you go, oh gosh,
we're making a difference.
We are making a difference,
and have for many years.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't believe. And I wish I had kept track of all the packages we sent, but I just, you just don't think about it at the time. You just do.
Right. You just do.
You just do what you have to do. But we have a group of about 47 ladies coming and going. They don't always come to everything, but they try and do as much as they can with, they're working and their families too. But we're always looking for volunteers that want to help.
Okay.
So,
well, I put the website link in each chat here, so everybody can click on that and get more information and do a contact with you and all that good stuff.
That's great. And call me anytime.
Call Cindy
call or text.
Call.
Yeah.
So again, she is easy to find.
Yeah.
Facebook. Yeah. It's on her her license plate.
Yeah, it's on my license plate. I know someone told me I probably shouldn't do that, but
you know what? I feel like you have got this covered. You've been doing this long enough to know how to get people's attention. So.
She's got the military behind her.
Yeah,
watch out.
We do.
Well, it was an honor to have you here today.
Yes, it was.
Thank you.
Obviously community is a big part of you and is already helping. So if, this gets out the word a little bit more, we are happy to be a part of you and a part of this. And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much, Christy.
Yeah, thank you, Cindy.
So welcome.
That's great.
We'll see you again next time.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good day. Support local. Get a hold of Cindy if you would like to be involved in any way. Happy Thursday. God bless America.
Yes.